Takedown Tribe, if you watched our video from a few weeks back, then you've already heard us go on about how insane it is, the amount of limited edition pumpkin foods that get released every fall here in the USA. And while in that video, we tried just a bunch of name brand options that we had yet to try, we wanted to do just store brand for this week's video. So seeing there's so much hype around pumpkin season, we figured we would go with a store that also seems to get a lot of hype, which is Trader Joe's.
Yeah, now there is only one Trader Joe's in the entire state of Rhode Island, so we took a drive up there and got every single pumpkin and pumpkin spice flavored food that they had available today. Now, this is our first time trying any of these items, so we're gonna have to let you know which we think are hits and which we think are misses as we make our way through everything. And we're gonna be starting with these pumpkin empanadas and spicy pumpkin samosas.
Yeah, and then we'll just take things out one by one and surprise you guys with what we were able to get our hands on. And there's a good amount.
Yes. Do you want to start with the empanadas?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Did you want to read what are in these?
Yeah.
Delicately spiced pumpkin filling in a traditional flaky pastry. Quite simple.
I don't know if it's supposed to be sweet or savory.
We're gonna find out.
Yep. Okay, so here's a full one. And here's what it looks like inside. All right, ready to try these things?
Let's try them.
Okay.
That's really nice.
That's delicious. It is sweet and very pumpkin-y. I love it. Those were delicious. They just came out of the oven, and so they were a little bit too hot. But they were great. It's like a little bit less sweet than a pumpkin pie, but it definitely kind of tasted like pumpkin pie filling inside of an extremely buttery and flaky shell. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I thought it kind of felt like a hybrid between a sweet and a savory item.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Now these spicy samosas. What is this? Spiced pumpkin and paneer filling wrapped in a crisp, flaky pastry.
Found it.
All right, so here is whole.
See how these are.
That's outstanding. That's amount of spice.
I was just gonna say, it's got just enough heat to it.
Those are good. All right, let's pound them. Okay, those are a hit. I would get those any day.
Yeah. I'm blown away by them.
Mm-hmm.
Much like the empanadas, they had an extremely creamy filling and a nice crunchy exterior, but on those, the filling still had a sweetness like the empanadas, but then accompanied by a really nice kick of heat.
Perfect amount of heat, not too much. It didn't build to the point of discomfort. Absolutely amazing. A little greasy though.
Yeah, but they were excellent.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of know what you're getting yourself into with something like that, I feel.
Yes.
All right, next up, we're both going to take an item out that we're going to try individually and then probably pair together.
Yes. All right. Now we're going to be starting with pumpkin brioche twist. It is a classic French-style brioche with a hint of warm spices, and I did read the ingredients, and it does in fact have pumpkin puree. So this is a pumpkin product.
Nice. And then we also have the pumpkin ice cream, and it says super premium. We'll see about that.
Yes. Oh, here. Show them the back. All right, there are an odd number of slices here, so we'll have to split one. All right. But our thought is that we'll try one first on its own, and then we'll try that, and then we'll make some ice cream sandwiches. All right, so here is the pumpkin brioche. Okay.
Very mild, but I do really like it. Just like a little bit more sweet regular brioche.
It's really nice. We'll finish off this piece and then we'll try the ice cream. Cool.
Okay, that's really good. Just not aggressive on the pumpkin.
I really like it. Not much to add. I'm looking forward to trying with the ice cream. Let me show them the ice cream before we scoop it up.
Let's give it a shot on its own first, right?
Sounds good to me. Ooh, okay, let me show them this. That is outstanding. That is, oh my gosh, I don't know if that might be the best pumpkin ice cream I've had.
We had Talenti's, and that was insane, and I liked that full experience. But okay, they say premium ice cream on this, and I had my doubts because with store brand ice cream, I feel like it's very rare that I actually feel like it stands up to the name premium. There is so much pumpkin flavor. The spice is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, we're gonna ramble about this. I could talk about this all day. Let's make ice cream sandwiches.
I'm gonna split it up.
Okay. Okay, so there was more ice cream than I thought, and so I guess these are all just going to be open face. But man, is this probably going to be a great combination. Yes, it's also going to get messy, so we're going to have to dive into it. Yeah, so we're talking pumpkin spice brioche with pumpkin ice cream. Check it out. Here we go. That's unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Let's show them one more time though before we finish it. I feel like, you know how apple pie is very comforting? Mm-hmm. Like, I typically don't find ice cream to be comforting, but this combination, I think, speaks to that same kind of level of fall comfort. Yeah, it's excellent. If we had French toasted this brioche and then put this ice cream on top, that probably would be like one of the greatest things we've had on this channel. Let's finish this off. Cool. Both were hits, especially the ice cream and especially the combination. Absolutely loved those products. Man, they're doing good so far. So far, between the samosas and the ice cream, I'm very impressed. Yeah, they're doing a good job. As far as each item individually goes, or if I could only choose one between those two, I would buy the ice cream any day. Mm-hmm. If I was blindfolded, I would know immediately that ice cream is pumpkin, no doubt. The bread, if I was blindfolded, I feel like I wouldn't guess pumpkin. Yeah, maybe just like a spiced brioche. Yeah, both were great. That's my opinion. If I could only get one, it would be the ice cream. Yep, but that's it. Next up. Yep. What are you taking out? That'll determine what I take out. Up next, I think I would like to do these, the pumpkin spice batons. Ooh, we love wafers, and so I'm excited to try those. I'm going to do these pumpkin flavored JoJo's, which after reading the box, I believe is essentially an Oreo. Yeah. Like a pumpkin flavored Oreo. Looks like it. Okay. Cool. Which ones do you want to start with? You want to start with the Oreos? Yeah, why not? Okay. So here is the JoJo's box. All right, and here is the JoJo. They say pumpkin flavored. That is pumpkin spice, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Very good texture. Perfect ratio of cream to cookie. Mm-hmm. Let's pound them and see if we can formulate any more thoughts on them. Cool. I definitely like them. They're not as good as the ice cream or the samosas though. I don't think they're on that same level. But they are really good. I think we should eat the batons and then we'll finish those. Cool. So here are the batons. It's a delicate rolled wafer filled with pumpkin spice.
It tastes like a vanilla wafer to me.
I don't know if it's just coming out of the JoJo's, essentially the Oreo. I'm just gonna keep calling it an Oreo to be honest. I don't know if it's just coming out of this, because I feel like this speaks a lot to pumpkin and pumpkin spice. That these are missing it a little bit. Let's eat a few more, see if we pick up on it.
Okay. Here's the deal. I would get them again simply because I absolutely love them, but as a pumpkin spice product, they are far too mild.
Extremely mild. I was really excited when I saw that they had them because it's been a long time since I've had a wafer roll, and I absolutely love wafer rolls. So I was excited to try them. I don't think that they speak to pumpkin in any way,
But it's a good wafer roll.
It's a good wafer roll, but what I was going to say is I don't know if I would buy them again, only because I could buy another wafer roll that isn't pumpkin spice.
Okay.
You know, that's just my opinion.
Let's finish these off, see how they are going back to them after those.
Cool.
And then we'll move on.
All right. For me, it's those all day.
Yep, those definitely take it. Going back to them after those, the emphasis on the pumpkin spice is just that much more like pronounced. It's really good.
I would buy those again anytime I wanted a fall flavored Oreo.
Very good.
Absolutely excellent. No complaints. Next up, what do you want to do from your bag?
Ooh, I've got a good one. I saw these on Instagram and I got excited. And so I was already looking forward to these before we even went. And it is a pumpkin blondie brownie. So basically a pumpkin blondie with white chocolate chips and pecans. Or pecans, whatever you want to say.
I don't know if there's an item that sounds more like a Takedown Twins item than a pumpkin blondie with white chocolate chips and pecans. That sounds excellent. I'm going to take the only other item on this table that could be considered equally as Takedown Twins as those blondies.
Yes.
Bagels and cream cheese.
Pumpkin spice bagels, right? These ones are, they just say pumpkin bagels with pumpkin flour and pumpkin pie spices.
Yeah, and the cream cheese is just pumpkin cream cheese spread as well.
Cool. Which one do you want to start with? You want to start with the blondies?
Let's start with the blondies, yeah.
Okay. These things look good. Okay, let me show them.
As far as appearance goes, they look a little cakey to me to be considered a blondie, but we will find out.
They kind of look like pumpkin bread, or banana bread, whatever you want to, whatever kind of bread. But yeah, decent amount of white chocolate chips. Take a look. That's the top. I absolutely love this. However, that is an incredible pumpkin bread. It is not a blondie.
It is not a blondie by any sense of the word.
No.
It is pumpkin cake. Maybe one of the best I've ever had. So huge props to Trader Joe's for that. Not true to its name.
Not a blondie. If they called that pumpkin bread, it would have gotten a high five. It is unbelievable pumpkin bread. I just cannot believe they're calling it a brownie blondie thing.
Yeah. It is almost offensive to call that a blondie. But at the same time, the flavor that they are achieving in that is unparalleled. If they, like you said, if they called that pumpkin bread, it would be hands down the craziest pumpkin bread I've ever eaten in my life.
It's so good. Especially with the white chocolate chips. We always say people need to be doing pumpkin with white chocolate more often. Like regular chocolate with pumpkin, it's okay. But white chocolate with pumpkin, exceptional.
Yeah.
I'm interested in trying these out.
Cool. Again, these are pumpkin bagels and pumpkin cream cheese. The only thing that could make this experience more true to us would be is if it was Philadelphia.
Yes. These bagels are drastically different sizes.
The reason I said that, though, is we've had the Philadelphia pumpkin cream cheese. So we will be finding out if Trader Joe's can live up to the Philadelphia name.
I'm interested in finding that. I need more to find out.
I think we do need to try the bagel on its own, though.
Oh, we didn't bring it. Did we bring like a serrated knife? I didn't realize that they weren't going to be like partially split.
I brought you an extra plate. I brought a main knife. I did not bring a serrated knife.
Let's see if this cuts it.
That's a job.
Yep. All right. That was something. It's kind of a hack job, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to show them the bagel. And do you want to try the bagel or the cream cheese first?
Let's try the bagel.
Okay. Here's the bagel. I believe they said it has pockets of pumpkin spices. If anything, very mild.
It's barely singing pumpkin.
It's barely singing cinnamon. Or like
There's cinnamon in it?
Well, I mean, pumpkin spices, it probably has some cinnamon and stuff, but like, if you got like a cinnamon raisin bagel, the aftertaste is it's kind of coming out a little bit. But also, before we get into this whole situation, we should probably preface this with the fact that we eat our bagels untoasted. We know that many people like to toast their bagels. Some people don't like to toast their bagels. We are among the people that do not toast our bagels, so don't get honest about it. If you want to toast your bagels, you go ahead and do that.
The last thing I wanted to say was the aftertaste that I'm tasting is nutmeg.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Let's try this. Yeah. That's really good. That's far more pumpkin spice and pumpkin than this is.
That is great. Luckily, we're going to pair the two together.
Okay.
Do you want to do two? Do you want to do all of them?
Let's do two because that's not going to be enough for 3 bagels, not for us.
Okay.
I am crazy about this pumpkin cream cheese.
It's very good.
It is really good. I actually realized I forgot to show them, so I'll show them the inside and then I'll show them the bagel sandwich. This is the most restraint we've shown with cream cheese on this channel.
I was actually going to say, this is quite a conservative ratio of cream cheese to bagels compared to what we would typically go for.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's crush it, I guess.
If you're gonna buy the bagel, go all the way and buy the cream cheese.
Very good.
I just wanted to make a point. As far as the cream cheese goes,
Okay.
because we just tried the Philadelphia pumpkin spice cream cheese. The Philadelphia has almost like a brightness and like a zesty quality to it. Almost like there might be lemon in that product, but it's pumpkin, but it's like very bright and almost playful. And this one seems a little bit more toned down and like serious. But if I was comparing the two together.
It's absolutely amazing. On its own, I would not buy this pumpkin bagel again. On its own, I would absolutely buy that cream cheese again. But if I was buying that cream cheese, I would buy the bagel because it pairs so well together. I'll show them this one more time before we finish it though.
It pairs extremely well together, and I just wanted to take that second to kind of explain the difference between the Philadelphia and this. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, they are very different though. I think we've talked about both of those items enough where everyone knows where we stand, but I must say, I think that so far, Trader Joe's is overall a hit. I think they are worth the hype based off of what we've had so far. We've had a couple of Target's favorite day things this year that we actually felt were not worth the hype whatsoever, so I'm very, very happy that so far with Trader Joe's.
It's been so long since I've been to a Trader Joe's, and I remember the last time I went, I thought it was very okay for what people were saying about it. I'm getting it now. I think that the hype is definitely worth it. But next, gotta keep moving. As far as just like quickly recap, I would get that cream cheese again any day. Bagel, I could live with that.
I would only get the bagel if I was getting the cream cheese. Okay. So next up, I've got the pumpkin bread, which based off of that blondie brownie thing, if this thing doesn't live up to that in any capacity, that'll be such a shame. Because that blondie is so good as a pumpkin bread, it would be very disappointing if this doesn't hit. Yeah. This is actually gluten-free though. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I didn't realize it either. Do we want to try that first, or should I take something out?
Take something out as well. We're doing two things at a time, basically.
I also did realize we bought one additional thing that we were thinking was going to go on the bread, but I think that using the extra bagel for that item will be the way to go.
Okay.
So, the item that I am going to be taking out, you guys are going to love this. Trader Joe's sells their own full-size pumpkin cheesecake. This is the third full-size pumpkin cheesecake we have had on the channel, or we have had in a video in the last 4 videos.
Yeah.
We're talking 3 full pumpkin cheesecakes
in one
within
month.
4 videos.
Unbelievable. We're eating a lot of pumpkin cheesecake this year.
But we are going to be experts on which one to buy over the other.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see, can Trader Joe's live up to the Cheesecake Factory or Junior's?
I'm going to show them this whole loaf before I cut it. I hope this is good. Here you go.
Thank you. It looks dense.
Yeah, it is gluten-free. I know a lot of gluten-free things do tend to be a little bit more dense than their gluten-filled counterparts, but I will show them the inside.
Show them the structure of this thing.
Yeah, it holds its shape if you poke it.
All right, let's try it.
Okay. That's got good pumpkin flavor. It is the strangest pumpkin bread I've ever had. I don't know whether it's dry or not.
I don't think so. I think that it's actually quite a nice moisture level. Oddest consistency, but the flavor is amazing. Is the flavor not like really, really nice?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show that like kind of like broken up. It definitely looks more like bread when you like tear it.
Yeah.
But still, very strange consistency, but I like it.
That flavor, I think, is unbelievable. I'm trying to figure out what it is.
I know, I think it's brown sugar. Is it brown sugar?
It might be.
It tastes like brown sugar.
I'm gonna take a few more bites. I did bring butter just in case we wanted to butter this.
Okay.
Okay. I think I have my thoughts figured out on that.
That makes one of us.
The texture is so dense and chewy. I don't think it's my favorite texture for bread, but the flavor makes up for it.
Yes, it is outstanding when it comes to flavor.
So like, would I buy it again? I'm not going to give it a strong yes or no.
I don't know.
Because I'm genuinely unsure. The flavor is hitting harder than even a lot of other things that we had today.
Yeah.
But the texture is very odd, and I'm very open to the texture of gluten-free products. It's a little sandy, but also chewy.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to add.
Cool. Want to pass me the knife? I am going to try it with butter, because you got to have seasonal bread with butter.
Yes. It would be great if we had a toaster right now, because even though I don't like my bagels toasted, I would toast this. I will show them this one last time before we take down the rest.
All right.
Here we go. Oh yeah.
That was weird, man. But with the saltiness of the butter, excellent.
I think I determined that I liked it. That's all I have left to say about it.
Cool.
It's weird, it's different, it's dense, but it is tasty. How's that going for it? Anyways, we've got another cheesecake. Should I show it to them? Is this on something? Yeah, it is.
It is on something. It might look a little wet because it came out of like a deep freezer, so it looks like it got a little water on it.
Yeah. It seems much more compact than the juniors that we had like a week ago. We looking at graham cracker crust here? We are, and that is thick.
Yeah.
Nice.
I could feel it cutting through it, that it felt really thick.
Okay, so far we've had, so this is a couple weeks back now, we have now had the Cheesecake Factory's full-sized pumpkin cheesecake, and that was on a graham cracker crust, and then had like frosting on top, or like whipped cream and stuff. And then last week we had a pumpkin cheesecake, and that had like some kind of extremely dense cake as a crust. And now we're getting a little more shallow of a pumpkin cheesecake with an extremely thick graham cracker crust. Let's see which one we like the most. Check this out though. That looks awesome. That is the thickest crust that has ever been on a cheesecake.
I'll tell you right now, if they put the Cheesecake Factory's actual cheesecake on that crust, that would be the best pumpkin cheesecake we've had all year.
That would be the winner. I really like this. Pumpkin flavor is really nice. Let's eat the full piece and see if we can get even more formulated opinions.
Cool.
You want me to talk about it, or you want to talk about it?
I think it's the densest cheesecake of all three, if we're comparing it, because I guess now this is a Junior's Cheesecake Factory and Trader Joe's comparison moment. I think it's the densest of all of them, but it's an exceptional pumpkin flavor. The crust is awesome. And for the fact that I think it was just under $7 for the entire thing, which is half the price of the Junior's and the Cheesecake Factory one, if I was near a Trader Joe's, I would buy that again any day.
Best value. I'll try to make my points quite quick. But the thing about the crust is that it's extremely dense, extremely thick graham, but it is so much sugar crystal. It is an extremely sugary crust. And then the actual top of it, the thing is about the Junior's one, it was incredibly dense, but it was almost dry. This is like it went under a steamroller. It's so dense, but it's incredibly moist. Very different from the other two. Really, really like it.
As far as overall favorites go, I think I would get the Cheesecake Factory at Home's pumpkin cheesecake, but this is really good.
This is exceptional. I'll show it to him one more time before we finish it off, but it's quite exhausting.
Yeah, I would still highly recommend it to anybody that likes cheesecake and pumpkin flavored things.
If you want to eat something for a while, eat this.
All right. We've probably said enough about that, so all I will say is I would get it again. I enjoyed it very much.
Yep. Absolutely loved it. That's definitely a hit. Would definitely get it again. But I wonder how much we've eaten so far. Because it has to be a lot. I'm getting full. And it takes a lot to get us full.
I mean, I did out, because we were buying so much, I roughly did out the calories, and I think we're somewhere between I think everything we brought was like 15 to 16,000 calories, which is funny because
probably like 8K each.
Yeah, because we probably won't call this a food challenge, but with all the bread, I feel like by the end, I'm going to feel very close to as if we actually did a food challenge.
Yeah, that's challenging.
But the only item I have left in my bag, I think we had initially anticipated pairing with some of that gluten-free bread, but it will work out perfectly with this if you remember what's in it.
Yes, and the only thing I have left in my bag is the only thing that we got by accident that's not actually pumpkin flavored. We grabbed them because they are shaped like pumpkins. It turns out that there is nothing about them that is pumpkin other than the shape. And that is... they are chocolate mousse pumpkins. They look very festive, but apparently they are not flavored festively.
So we won't knock them on that, but because of our rules of we pretty much had to get everything there that was pumpkin flavored, that was the Trader Joe's brand, we did end up with pumpkin spice hummus again. And we'll see if this one is better than the boar's head that we had in that last video, or if we have the same feelings.
Which, that one wasn't bad, it was just, it's fine.
It's fine.
I must say, these are adorable. Can I have the knife?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, so here it is whole. And here it is in half.
So it looks like chocolate cake, chocolate mousse, and like a coating?
Yep.
All right.
Those are pretty good. It might not be pumpkin, but I do like it.
If you like chocolate snack cakes, you'll like them. That's all I have to say.
I think it's a hit. I would buy it again. Of course, not pumpkin, but I actually think it tastes just like Little Debbie's Fudge Round.
That's what I was saying. Like, if you like chocolate snack cakes, it's gonna take your boxes.
But the Fudge Round in particular, it has the exact same flavor because of the mousse is the exact same flavor as the middle of the Fudge Round, and then the cake is the exact same thing as like that cookie cake thing.
Yeah.
From the Fudge Round. Anyways, hummus.
We gotta try it on its own again.
Okay. Oh, maybe I should show it to them.
I think it's worse than the boar's head.
Yeah, the boar's head was better for sure. The boar's head was better for sure. Definitely wouldn't get it again. Definitely not a hit for me.
And now we pair it with bagels. Before we dive into this final item, we are about to eat two items that we put on the would not buy again list.
Yeah. The very small would not buy again list though.
But overall, even before we end, I will say I think Trader Joe's is doing a great job, especially this pumpkin season.
Yes. All right. So here it is, the bagel and the hummus. That was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Which is not gross, but so fine.
If they could put the picture of an item next to the word mediocre in the dictionary, it would be that combination of pumpkin hummus and pumpkin bagel. And for me personally, I'm hoping that I don't enter the scenario again in which I have to purchase pumpkin hummus.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I just don't care for it. It's not bad, it's not great, but I would happily live without it for the rest of time.
Yep. I will say though, overall, I'm going to say that Trader Joe's is doing an exceptional job. I think they are worth the hype. I think that they had a lot of hits, very few misses. Yeah, I think I'm just going to give you my top three and maybe bottom three.
He knows the questions I'm going to ask.
We'll see if we agree. I think my number one item of the day was those pumpkin samosas. So unbelievably good, super crisp exterior, creamy interior, just enough heat. It was really nice, really well balanced. I think number two would maybe be the ice cream.
Yep.
The pumpkin ice cream.
Yep.
Absolutely amazing. And I think number three is going to be the cream cheese.
Yep.
Okay. Bottom three. I think I'm going bagel, then batons, and then the hummus.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because the batons I like more than the bagel, but the bagel's far more. I guess the hummus is far more pumpkin than the batons
either
too.
of them.
Yeah,
And just as far as like the items that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Or I would just put, or the items that I just didn't think were great. The hummus, and I thought the bagel was very meh. I thought the batons were good, just not pumpkin.
Just not pumpkin in any capacity.
I think the noteworthy items would be those JoJo's Oreos. I think that those were really tasty. Definitely true to seasonal and good texture. Overall, really enjoyed those. And then there was another noteworthy item.
Brioche?
I forgot that we even have brioche.
Yeah.
That was a good one though.
Yes, strangest item of the day I think goes to the bread. I think that the blondies would have made the top three list. They really would have if they just weren't called blondie.
That was the item I was gonna say was like probably the most noteworthy item that couldn't go in the top three because it's not true to what it says it is, but it is in fact incredible.
So good.
And on that note, I think you have all the information that you need. We have all the information that we need. Trader Joe's, you're doing great. And if you are out there with access to a Trader Joe's and you are a fan of pumpkin spice, pumpkin pie, all of those pumpkin flavored things, highly recommended. Hopefully something that we have said in this video would give you insight as to which item that you should buy for yourself. And hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video overall. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, jump in the comment section, subscribe to the channel right now if you are not yet subscribed, and we will see you again in the next video.
I'm full.